10. Chestburster, funeral and crew gathering after Kane's death. The scene where the crew gathers in the mess hall to think about what should be done to Kane. Lambert gives flight estimates to the Earth and Ash calls everyone to the infirmary to see Kane, is unmarked by script supervisor. The scene is completely filmed as we can see in the movie. Kane's recovery scene in the infirmary is longer than shown in the movie. The most famous scene in the movie, the Chestburster. This is the scene that the whole movie was made for in the first place. A lot of footage has been shot of the scene, but it is largely multi-camera shoots, that is, different angles. The scene was filmed with 4 cameras at the same time. The scene also includes dialogue that has been cut out at the end, with everyone looking shocked at Kane's body. Dallas orders Parker and Brett to close off the immediate area to keep the crew safe. Ripley, we've got to find it and kill it. Dallas, not yet. First, we've got something else to do. And he lightly places his hand on Kane. In the film, the scene is heavily cut to maintain the speed and pace of the scene. Some additional footage of the scene has been leaked to the public. According to the original script, right after the Chestburster scene, there is a short search scene. The crew is looking for the escaped Chestburster alien on the A deck. The scene is marked as deleted from the production script. However, according to the production documentation, the scene was shot between July 14th to 20. Also, similar scene is shown very briefly in the movie. The scene, What Can Be Seen in Film, shows a short video from B deck, where the crew conducts a search. The scene shown in the theatrical version is little longer. The rod of the tracker can be seen at the end. This means that the scene was cut from a later alien search scene that was heavily shortened and overlaid with audio script dialogue that was marked as deleted. After Kane's funeral, the crew gathers in the mess hall after searching the A deck for the Chestburster alien. They think about how to proceed, how to catch the alien. Ripley thinks the alien has gone below. The crew is nervous. Finally, they decide to try to drive the alien into the airlock and out of the ship. Parker and Brett go to make tools to catch the alien. This deleted scene has been leaked in its entirety.
See anything?
No.
No, it's gone below.
I don't know what it is. Mr. Ash, you're the scientific officer. I mean, you've got the goddamn thing on here to study it. So you've studied it. Now, what is it? I mean, how are we going to deal with it? You know?
No, Brett, I don't.
What? Well, I used him as a host, some kind of incubator, right?
Yes.
Whatever the hell it is, we gotta catch it, we gotta get it off the ship, that's how. Eject it somehow.
Fine. How precisely do you propose to do that?
Flush it out, Ash, room by room, quarter by quarter.
That'll take forever.
Now, what do you expect? What are you gonna have? Some kind of alternative?
Our supplies are based on us spending a limited amount of time under hypersleep. You know that.
Well, I don't think we're going to go into the freezers without them running loose.
No, if they would have did to Kane's mask, for Christ's sake, we'd be sitting ducks.
Look, while we're sitting around here talking, that thing is running around this ship. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm scared. All right, so let's find a way to kill it.
We can't kill it. Its body acids will spill straight through the hull.
Then we put on pressure suits and we blow all the air out of the ship. That'll kill it.
Well, that is a terrific idea.
Well, whose idea was it to let that thing on board in the first place? It wasn't my idea.
Now, come on now, let's get down to what we gotta do. Just a minute!
Anywhere.
Now, I really hate to point this out, but it might be better off without oxygen. It's lived that way long enough.
We have another problem. How do we find it? We're blind on B and C decks.
What?
All the screens are out.
Great.
And what do we do when we find it?
Well, we trap it somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, we trap it. I can put together some kind of a strong net, a cattle prod of some kind, you know?
Why don't we listen to
Oh,
this?
come on.
Wait a minute.
We got
That's
some
not
better
a bad
idea.
That's not a bad. How long would it take you to do that?
I don't know, an hour? What, Parker?
Let's give me a minute, huh, please? 20 minutes to an hour.
Well, you're on. Do it. 20 minutes to an hour. It's more like 2 or 3 with those two.
Right.
Ripley goes to Dallas in the Narcissus shuttle and seduces Dallas for sex. This sex scene between Dallas and Ripley is marked as deleted, although in the production material the scene is marked as to be filmed on September 20th, 1978. There is no confirmation that the scene was filmed. Only test shots of the scene have been leaked. Filmed and at the same time unpublished material is estimated to be 4 minutes 40 seconds, including the leaked footage. 11. The search for the alien and Brett's death scene. After the crew is gathered and Ash and Brett have introduced the tracker and the cattle prod, the crew splits into 2 groups to look for the alien. Lambert and Dallas look for alien on B deck. Lambert states that nothing is found. Ripley, Parker, and Brett also search B deck at the beginning. Ripley has a tracker. Ripley also states that nothing is found. Suddenly, a light flashes in the tracker. The trio wonder where the signal is coming from until they deduce it's coming from below. A very short clip of the cut scene is shown earlier in the film between the Chestburster and Kane's funeral scene. The rod of the tracker seen in the scene reveals that the search scene shown earlier in the film is actually this later search scene. For the earlier search scene, Ash has not yet introduced the tracker. Ridley Scott has cut the entire B-deck search scene out of the film and used a short clip of the scene in an earlier search scene. Ripley, Parker, and Brett land on C-deck. The trio looks in a different direction with the tracker, Ripley says. Back this way. After the trio has found the cat with the tracker, which escapes to the undercarriage room and Brett follows the cat, Parker and Ripley continue to search for the alien in the corridor. Parker and Ripley proceed along the C-deck corridor until the tracker's signal weakens. Ripley states, "Nothing here." Parker say, "Let's go back." Brett's death scene is much longer and more diverse than it is shown in the film. At first, Brett doesn't notice the alien hanging above him and slowly descends and approaches Brett. Suddenly, Brett notices the alien. Brett freezes. Alien threads his tail between Brett's legs behind Brett's back. Alien slowly grabs Brett by the head, stabs Brett in the back with his tail, and starts crush Brett's head. Brett's head begins to bleed profusely, and his legs shake. Brett falls to the ground and the alien grabs Brett and carries him up to the roof structures. Parker and Ripley arrive and witness the final scene, Brett's blood spilling from above onto Parker. The scene changed several times during production, and there is no definite description of what versions of the scene were filmed. Ridley Scott originally wanted to film the alien piercing Brett's heart with its inner jaw, but because it was too similar to Kane's death scene, the scene was changed so that the alien pierces Brett's head through the cap with alien's inner jaw. There were also versions where the alien was not meant to descend at all, but instead kill Brett while hanging from above. In another version, the alien was supposed to leave Brett's body on the ground and not take it up into the roof structures and eventually into the ventilation duct. In the end, the scene was cut in the movie so that the alien quickly kills Brett with his inner jaw, and then the alien takes Brett up. The tail going between Brett's legs was cut to the later scene of Lambert's death. The total of filmed but deleted material is approximately 3 minutes 40 seconds, including the leaked videos. 12. Crew gathering after Brett's death in the ventilation duct. After Brett's death, the crew comes together. They think about ways to kill the alien. Parker suggests shooting the alien with a laser. Dallas blocks the idea because it would also destroy the ship. Ash notices that shooting the alien doesn't help. Dallas decides to run the alien from the ventilation duct to the airlock. While the crew is debating who will go into the ventilation duct, Lambert suggests Parker for the job under the guise of bonuses. Dallas announces himself to go and assigns other tasks to the others. Dallas goes to the mother to ask about his chances against the alien. This scene seen in the movie, where Dallas goes to the mother computer, was not described in the script. In the script, it is described how the crew follows the alien signal to the food storage, and there they notice that the alien has gone into the ventilation duct. Dallas tempts Parker with bonuses to go after the alien in the duct. Parker refuses. Ripley signs up to go, but Dallas decides to go himself. Dallas gives the mother computer access key to Ash and tells him to give it to Ripley if Dallas himself dies. In total, all events related to the food storage and the computer key have been marked as deleted. Some parts of the scene are marked in the production documents as having been filmed between September 30th to October 8th, 1978. From a certain point of view, it is a shame that the scene was not shot in its entirety, because the scene would have given significant content to the film and built the logic of the plot. After Dallas has gone to the ventilation duct, Parker opens an opening to the duct in the equipment maintenance area. The opening is where the alien could come out of while being chased by Dallas, so Parker and Lambert would be ready. Otherwise, the Dallas in the ventilation duct scene is shown in the movie in the same way as in the script. In total, there is approximately 1 minute of filmed but unpublished material.